My name is Helena Nyeweja, and this is Good Afternoon Ghana. You are welcome. Coming up this afternoon. Popularly known as Chairman Wontumi, slapped with 6 counts, including assigning a mining concession without prior written approval. Also coming up, Junior Doctors Association of Ghana has suspended nationwide strike following negotiations with the Ministry of Health and other stakeholders. Later on Business Edge, we will be looking at how to ensure effective customer delivery as we celebrate Customer Service Week. Thank you very much for keeping us company. My name again is Helena Nyeweja, and we are coming live to you from the Kuya Boahema studio here at Northridge. Let's start from here. The Ashanti Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Bernard Entry Bosiakon, popularly known as Chairman Wontumi, has been charged alongside 2 others in connection with illegal mining activities allegedly carried out by Akonta Mining Limited. The accused have been slapped with 6 counts, including assigning a mining concession without prior written approval from the Minister and facilitating unlicensed mining operations. The Ashanti Regional Chairman pleaded not guilty to all 6 counts, mining without proper license and facilitating 2 individuals to undertake mining activities in the Sam Raboy Forest Reserve in the Western region without the approval of the sector minister. Now, the 2 other parties involved are Kwame Entry, currently at large and described as a co-owner and director of Akonta Mining and Akonta Mining Limited itself. The charges stem from activities carried out by the company in Sam Raboy, located in the Western region. Our correspondent, Jeffrey Mauto Atipo, is monitoring proceedings and has joined us for more. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Helen.
Great. What can you tell us about today's trial?
All right, great to see you, Helen. So the latest right now, as we speak, is that Chairman Wontumi, as we all know him, has been granted bail to the tune of 15 million cedis with 3 sureties. 2 of these sureties that have to be justified and supposed to be here in the country. So that is the latest report with regards to the court. The court proceedings just ended with regards to this particular case. And as we speak, the Chairman Wontumi and his lawyers, including the courts and then the state attorney, are actually working to make sure that he meets the bail condition before he can be released. So that is the development as we speak. But before all this, when the charges were, read to Chairman Wontumi, like you rightly said, he actually pleaded not guilty to any of these. So right after that, the Deputy Attorney General, who is representing the state, actually made a case that with the nature of the case or the issues at hand, Chairman Wontumi would have to be caged or be sent behind bars while investigations continue. But the lawyer for the Chairman Wontumi, actually a lawyer and the Apiakubi, actually pleaded to the court that his client is a Ghanaian who resides here in Ghana, and for that matter, any attempt to cage him or send him behind bars would actually not warrant the level of case as they are dealing with now. So he pleaded with the court to actually grant him bail to be able to make movement, and that he is not going to temper with the investigation as well. So that was his position. But after that, the Dr. Justice Remsai actually indicated that, listen, Chairman Wontumi is someone that he believes, because his brother is also part of this persecution of this issue, who is currently at large. He believes that granting Chairman Wontumi bail definitely going to actually affect investigation. So the court would have to make sure that they send him behind bars. But because he poses a clear danger to investigation. But in all of it, the judge, I mean, after hearing the argument from both sides, indicated that he has to grant him bail, but asked him to deposit his passport and all other documents that could help him or enable him to travel outside the country be deposited at the court to the court registrar so that investigations can continue. So that is the development right now. So currently, like I said earlier, Chairman Wontumi is yet to come out of the court premises. We are hearing that there's another case in one of the courts, I'm sure, criminal court too, as well, that he has to be there after this particular one. So they are currently working on the bail conditions, which he is expected to meet before his release. So the case has been adjourned to Tuesday, the 28th of this month, for continuation. So that is the development right now, Helen, if I should say. So we try to get one of the lawyers, not the actual lawyer, but we try to speak to some of the lawyers, but they're asking us to wait. So the journalists are outside here. We anticipate that they will be out of the courtroom soon, so that we can get some, reaction from them. So Chairman Wontumi is expected to appear before the police twice twice in this particular month. So next week Tuesday and probably any other Tuesday within the month, just to make sure that to give that confidence to the police and the investigators that he is still available and he is in the jurisdiction.
Okay, so Jeffrey, I want to be clear here. Now, the suspect's current bail status, what really is this, and the conditions of the release, if it's applicable?
Please come again.
We want to know the clear condition of the bail status of the suspect now. What is it? And is there any condition attached to it at the moment?
Yeah, so at the moment, we don't have that on the, we don't have the charge sheet yet, but we need to look at that very well. We don't have it as journalists over here for now. But what we heard the judge indicated was that the conditions are, they have to be 15 million with free surety. 2 of them should be within the jurisdiction and be justified here. So that now we are going to be looking at what exactly those conditions are going to be or are.
Okay, so what's the maximum potential sentence for the most serious charge that the suspect faces among the 6 counts that he's been slapped with?
Yes, it's 15 years. So in all of these, should Chairman Wontumi not be able to meet any of these conditions and have to go to jail, his jail term is going to be 15 years.
Okay, thank you very much, Jeffrey, for your time this afternoon. That was correspondent Jeffrey Mauto Atipo reporting live from on there to tell us exactly what's happening in regards to Chairman Wontumi, popularly known as that, in regards to his suspicion of illegal mining in the Western region. Now, let's move away from that. As farmers in Osinase in the West Akim municipality of the Eastern region are lamenting the impact of illegal mining on their farms. According to the leader of the farmers in Yankomansa, Seth Enum Laye, illegal mining is destroying their farmlands.
According to him, the illegal miners have been guided by security forces he alleged to be security guards of certain chiefs in Osinase who threaten and prevent farmers from having access to their farmlands. He added that the only river, the Nswako, that serves as source of water for the people of Achim, Osinase and 8 neighboring towns has been polluted due to Galamsey activities. He called on the government as a matter of urgency to deploy anti-Galamsey security personnel to Osinase and its neighboring communities to halt the activities of Galamsey in their farmlands and water bodies.
Can you to Tokromu bu ye pa chuchu ye gu got a money small thing. Yeah, the police are called Nyeshi. Yeah, the soldier for custom say stop na dey bro up to now. And then Mikasa says anaju omokoye juma ba.
Responding to the allegation, the Jase Hene of Osenase, Bafo Odro Safo refuted claims that chiefs in the region are complicit in the illegal mining activities going on in the region.
Some no can enya no kra ne se ye ukro mu be se mfie mienu ni ne yete se omo to good e wa wahem na community mine aba ho enti yakọ MC ho ne yakọ bisa no yes na se mindful na ena so ye nyina ye sorry ye di ete ni tu ho na mo se ye kro ye die ye mpe good enimani mu na yakọ MC ho no e try dia wenfo no kra na omo ye good no kra omo jae ebe de suni fe ya regent na oba ekrum ano ene wono ayi na boys fo omo nam e de oman asase yes na se ni nyakomase fo hye so.
Let's turn our attention to health now, as the Junior Doctors Association of Ghana has suspended its nationwide strike following a negotiation with the Ministry of Health and other stakeholders. The association's planned protest was against months of salary delays, stalled posting, and what is described as persistent unfair treatment of its members.
In a statement signed by its president, Dr. Louisa Ifeanyi Nkrumah, and General Secretary, Dr. Rhoda Wanam Amadou, on October 2nd, 2025, the association said more than 200 junior doctors have worked for between 10 and 14 months without pay. But in a press release dated Monday, October 6th, the association said the decision to hold off on industrial action was taken as a gesture of goodwill and in the interest of uninterrupted healthcare delivery. The JDAGA cited assurances from the government regarding unresolved concerns related to the welfare and the working conditions of junior doctors. Although the specific issues were not detailed in the statements, the association emphasized that the suspension was temporary and conditional, signed by the President, Dr. Louisa Ifeanyi Nkrumah, and General Secretary, Dr. Rhoda Wanam Amadou. The statement reaffirmed the association's commitment to the health of Ghanaians, but stressed that the dignity and welfare of junior doctors could not be compromised. The leadership also expressed appreciation to the public, media, and relevant stakeholders for their continued support during negotiations.
Politics now. The Electoral Commission of Ghana has announced 11th November 2025 as the dates for the national local by-elections for vacant positions caused by death of assembly members and unit committee members per the Local Government Act 2016, Act 936, as amended by Act 940 of the Constitution. There's more in the following report.
The nomination
Sorry for that, Hitches. They will bring that to you as we go ahead in our bulletin this afternoon. But Minister for Energy and Green Transition, John Abujinapo, has cleared controversies surrounding Ghana's energy sector, clarifying that he never said D-levy was a replacement for future upward adjustment. This follows diverse points raised by Fred Agbenyo, Member of Parliament for Guan constituency, and Andrew Kofi Ejapa Mesa, former Member of Parliament for 2nd D. Now, John Abujinapo urged that costs be cut because Ghanaians are rational.
That's inaccurate.
Okay.
I never said that. When we assumed office, and Ajapa, you've been in that office before, we did a full assessment of the situation, and we came to a determination that liquid fuels were not part of the tariff structure. And I was clear. I said liquid fuels. They were not part of the tariff structure. If you were to immediately put the liquid fuel as part of the tariff structure, you could increase the tariff by as much as 50%. So we said to help us procure some liquid fuels and not burden electricity consumers, we'll put a 1 cedi levy to procure liquid fuel. And if you read the act that went to Parliament, it was specific that the 1 cedi or D levy or whatever you choose to call it is for the procurement of liquid fuels. Now, this MITO or tariff adjustment is for the utilities in terms of their capital recovery and investment. The two are different. And Japan knows the two are different. And if you check the records in Parliament and everything, we said that we needed liquid fuels. So I don't know how that could mean that there can be future tariff adjustments. Future tariff adjustments are not even determined by me as minister. It's determined by the PURC. And they have their own ingredient to determine whether there's a need for tariff adjustment or not. But once liquid fuels is not part of the tariff, and you have to procure that liquid fuel, either the finance minister has to budget for it, and it's also through raising revenue through taxation. But we thought that we should share the burden and not push everything onto the electricity consumer. So let's have one city so we can procure liquid fuels. It's as simple as that. The sector is really bleeding, and he knows that. But you cannot just increase tariffs through the roofs. You have to manage it. And one way of managing it was to say that let's take a bit of the shock in terms of export price so that we can all move together. Why would ECG spend $8 billion to buy mostly cables in 1 year? Some of the cables will last for 15 years. So in as much as we want them to get the needed revenue, they should be disciplined. They should cut costs and bring about a high level of efficiency. You would see at the end of this year that ECG's procurement, as against last year, is just about 30%. But let us bring about efficiency, let's cut costs, let us ensure that we serve the people well. Ghanaians are rational.
Away from that, President John Dramani Mahama has reaffirmed his commitment to advancing Ghana's 24-hour economy, highlighting the newly launched Bright International Amusement Park as a key hub for this initiative. Speaking at the groundbreaking ceremony on Saturday, October 4, 2025, the President commended Greenhouse International for its dedication to empowering women through job creation and inclusive employment opportunities.
The ceremony, held at the sprawling Bright International Free Zones Industrial Park, brought together a distinguished gathering of traditional leaders, government officials, business executives, and members of the diplomatic corps to witness what the President described as a world-class facility that embodies Ghana's industrial renaissance and the 24-hour economy dream.
So far, he is employing more than 10,000 people in this industrial estate. And the good news is that the majority, more than 50%, are women. So he's implementing our Affirmative Action Act even much better than government is doing. So I thank you very much and I applaud you. We went to the various factories and I saw a lot of young women.
He noted that the facility will receive direct power supply from the Bui Power Authority, adding that the amusement park is expected to generate significant employment opportunities and stimulate local economic growth.
And so when we came here, the first point of visit was their new substation. They're going to receive electricity from the Bui power plant directly. And so power is going to be stable here. And all the industries in this enclave can be assured of stable hydro power from the Bui Power Authority.
President Mahama further encouraged both local and foreign investors to take advantage of Ghana's stable economic climate. He assured that the country's strong cedi performance, positive GDP outlook, and flexible tax policies create a conducive environment for business and investment.
Ghana is attractive, and as I said, is open for investment. Ghana is open for business again, because we're carrying out the reforms that will make Ghana the most attractive destination for investment. All the macro indicators are looking well. Inflation is falling sharply. The economy has stabilized. We've overachieved on the primary balance, and the business confidence is going up, consumer confidence is going up, and our currency is relatively stable than it was in the past.
Elizabeth Ofosu Ejari is Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry.
It is envisioned as a vibrant recreational space that will spark tourism, energize business, and foster cultural exchange in Ghana and across West Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, the presence of His Excellency the President here today underscores the important government attaches to such private sector initiatives.
Now, Energy now Vice Chancellor of the University of Energy and Natural Resources, Prof. Elvis Asare Bediako, has urged stakeholders in the energy sector to turn research into practical solutions that can transform Ghana's energy and agricultural sectors. He was speaking at a 3-day international conference hosted by the University of Energy and Natural Resources in Sunyani.
In his welcome address, Vice Chancellor of University of Energy and Natural Resources, Professor Elvis Asare Bediako, described the conference as a significant milestone in university's journey to provide solutions to global challenges. He emphasized that the theme for the 3 days conference, Engineering the Future, Smart Innovation for Sustainable Energy, Agriculture, Infrastructure and Climate Resilience, is timely and relevant. He encouraged participants to turn research into practical solutions that can transform Ghana's energy and agriculture sector.
The theme for IC 2025, Engineering the Future, Smart Innovation for Sustainable Energy, Agriculture, Infrastructure and Climate Resilience, couldn't be timelier. It speaks directly to the urgent need for integrated solutions that respond to the dual imperatives of climate action and sustainable development. As a university mandated to train professionals and conduct research in energy and natural resources, UENR is proud to offer this platform for knowledge exchange.
Executive Secretary of the Energy Commission, Eunice Brinchum, stressed the need for Ghana to adopt renewable energy technologies in ways that improve livelihoods, particularly in agriculture.
I think it's commendable for UNE for holding this conference on energy and engineering to discuss, innovations in energy as it relates to, the engineering aspect of things, and to look at how we can explore ways of using our energy more sustainably, and also to use renewable energy to affect livelihood, like in agriculture and in other areas that we've heard some about this morning.
Delivering the keynote address, Vice Chancellor of Sunyani Technical University, Professor Engineer Kojo Adinkra-Apia, emphasized the critical role of energy storage in renewable integration. He also urged government to provide fiscal incentives for renewable energy adoption, noting its benefits for public health, rural electrification and climate resilience.
Transition to renewable energy presents both opportunity and responsibility. The International Energy Agency, IEA, estimates that nearly 5 million premature deaths annually are attributable to ambient and household air pollution, much of which ties back to fossil fuel combustion. Transitioning to smart renewable energy systems thus offers opportunity to reduce these harms while expanding access.
Professor Stephen Wolf from Germany encouraged Ghanaian government and other African nations to invest more in renewable energy for agricultural development. He argued that since smallholder farmers produce about 70% of Africa's food but remain among the poorest, renewable energy technologies must be prioritized to improve productivity.
Let's do some social stories now, as the Licensed Surveyors Association of Ghana has urged landowners and prospective buyers to always engage the services of licensed surveyors rather than resorting to quack practitioners who compromise the integrity of land administration in the country. According to LISAC, the activities of unqualified individuals in the land sector continue to fuel disputes, insecurity of tenure, and financial losses for unsuspecting landowners. The call was made by the president of LISAC, Dr. Engineer Samuel Labi Dako.
To do with the public not knowing who to contact when they need our services. Like you have heard, our services is to do property boundary service for individuals. You want to identify your land, you want to get your plan before you register your land. Without a plan prepared by either a licensed surveyor or official surveyor, you cannot register your land. And we are the professionals who do it. But it looks like the public is not recognizing, so they go to people who are not really surveyors, who will now charge them before they come to us, making the cost rather expensive. So the public should maybe come to the association to ask for people who are surveyors, or go to Lands Commission, who would publish annually the people who have been licensed to practice, so that you come directly to us. Then we can give you the appropriate person. You don't go through third parties. And because of that, we are having problems with bad surveys. People can even survey the stadium. There have been issues where people have surveyed, produced a plan, which is the sea for somebody. So the banks are having problems because the person will give you the plan as a collateral. They will go and check, the thing is in the sea. So it's a very serious problem. The public should come to us.
Now, on October 6th, the global community united to observe World Cerebral Palsy Day, an occasion to honor the lives and accomplishments of the over 17 million people worldwide affected by this condition. Now, pediatrician and programs lead for MultiKids Africa, Juliet Majan, observing the day, called for greater awareness and support systems for people living with cerebral palsy. There is more in the following reports by Ebenezer Kwe.
Cerebral palsy is a neurological disorder which affects the movement and coordination of the body. According to Cerebral Palsy Africa, 1 in every 300 births in Ghana is affected with the condition. October 6 is set aside every year to serve as an opportunity to break down barriers, celebrate the achievements and contributions of individuals with cerebral palsy, and inspire a more inclusive and accessible society for all. Metro News visited MultiKids Inclusive Academy, an inclusive education system set up to help make life easier for children who have the condition. One of the causes of cerebral palsy expert review is jaundice.
Jaundice is a condition that quite a number of people are familiar with, but when it happens to a developing brain, it can lead to cerebral palsy, a specific type of cerebral palsy. Another condition that can lead to cerebral palsy is birth asphyxia, and this is when blood doesn't reach the newborn brain early enough. And so you could see a different type of cerebral palsy or different manifestations of the condition in this type of cerebral palsy.
As cases become more alarming, pediatrician and programs lead for MultiKids Africa, Juliet Majan, says there is more to be done as a country to help manage the condition.
As a country, are we doing enough? I would say that there can be more done. We should be doing more. Organizations such as the Pediatric Society of Ghana are doing their best in terms of advocacy, are doing their best in terms of lobbying for policies to be better. A lot of times the challenges that we face are in terms of the available resources to manage children who are high risk. And for me, it is a public health crisis, and more needs to be done to be able to mitigate the situation, but also to help people who already have cerebral palsy in the country.
Manda Baj is founder of MultiKids Africa and has called for more awareness for this condition.
And there's a lot of misunderstanding around cerebral palsy because sometimes and quite often young people with cerebral palsy can't speak clearly, or they can't use their limbs really, they can't always control their actions. People think that they don't have a brain or they can't think and they don't have feelings. And it's so wrong because very often these young people are locked inside their head, and they they actually have the incredible ability to learn. So that's our aim now, is to help them become more mobile, help them communicate their thoughts and feelings, and to learn.
Despite the challenges and struggles cerebral palsy come with, Mandabaj says there's hope for those with the condition.
So I would encourage all schools not to turn your head away from a young person with cerebral palsy. Give them a chance, because they really can learn and contribute so much, and teach us all so much, because they have so much intention, so much sense of purpose, because if they don't have it, who will have it for them? So I think we should all, jump on board and also support them and see that they're part of the world and they deserve a chance, a right to education and a right to the learning and to be part of the world.
World Cerebral Palsy Day serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of promoting awareness, acceptance, and inclusion of individuals with cerebral palsy.
That's where we wrap up on today's edition of the news update on Good Afternoon Ghana. My name is Helen Anyewejan. We are going for a break. When we return, Kwesi Efriye will be coming through with Business Edge. Do stay.
Kwame and his uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame? As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, Mommy.
The second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again? Now I understand the whole delay. Troll from Kaswa dear. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be later? Of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. You go be the luckiest. Copy from Georgia be luckiest. From not the cause she be luckiest. Me and you go be luckiest. No matter why you're lucky. Everybody go be that luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Send your God up boom. If you put it to you, so would the coming of the Son of Man be.
Hey!
Is that his car?
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompt and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Need your attention, please. Mnet Movies 4 brings you Action HQ.
Before I describe the job, I have to know you can do it.
The movie festival where action never clocks out. 1, 2, 3. Go! Business as usual means fist first, questions later. We don't do spreadsheets.
Some car keys, a couple guns.
We do high speeds.
Put your foot to that floor and you hurt.
Our management style, very hands-on. Water cooler chats, surprisingly inspirational.
I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
This October, Mnet Movies 4 is mission control for mayhem.
Complete destruction.
It's home base for heroics. It's Action HQ. Consider your couch the corner office of chaos. This is not a drill. Report to Action HQ all month long on Mnet Movies 4, where action never clocks out.
More than 80% of global trade is carried by sea. Most of the products we consume daily travel through ports, making them a key link in the global supply chain. The Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority is committed to ensuring the enhancement, resilience and sustainability of port infrastructure and maritime trade. Get to know which vessel is bringing your goods, how much duty you are required to pay, and how quickly you can clear your goods from the ports of Ghana. We ask the relevant questions and elicit responses from the appropriate authorities. We interact with you via our social media platforms and put your queries across to the expert. Iron Port shows this and every Sunday live on Metro TV at 5:30 p.m. Iron Port is proudly brought to you by and powered by the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. Iron Port, transparency in doing business and building a nation.
Titans and Trailblazers, we host Victoria Abakashi. Is coming from Gandor Cosmetics.
I don't regret coming to the beauty industry because I think it's one of the industries that is doing well.
She shared some excellent tips on how to achieve God-centered growth and how women must hold the door open for other women.
I know. But I trust God. You know, God has his own ways of winding us, directing us into our purpose. Sometimes we may have our own desires. I believe that everything, when I look back, has actually led me to who I am today. And I'm really enjoying being a marketing professional.
Don't miss this episode. It's with Vic, and it's on how to achieve God-centered growth. See you on this episode.
Back in the day, tune in radio from morning, and you don't want to miss out because anybody who comes on is massive.
They say back in the day on Metro TV, Mr. BKD anyway. Back in the day, mentioning the place that you used to live, no, that meant that you were Dadaba.
Oh, how?
Because we are the ones who went to Saito.
I wasn't really a nightclub person. No, I mean, the only times I went to the nightclub, Yoko Dixon took me.
Yeah. You have a Walkman by your side. Now that was your selector. The Walkman was your selector. So when you play the first song and you want to change the song, you have to start cueing your next song through your headphone.
Hi, my name is Ivan Kwashigan. I'm the CEO of Farmhouse Productions. I'm a film director, producer. You are watching Back in the Days with Sammy B on Metro TV.
Massa, we a guy and yes, Sammy B a feature. This is Back in the Day. Keep watching.
Back in the Day is brought to you by Telecel Ghana.
Welcome to Cook Africa. Straight to the Ashanti region. Hey, well, I'm talking about boy. You go back there tonight. Even a few days ago, you were trending. You and this character went Gabi.
Ginger, the boy nako. Or the ama spices the ama salt. We bet my a chance. Or the mama money they call. Debbie, welcome, go cake.
So my grandmother took care of me. Okay. So she actually taught me how to do it.
Anyway, I go there.
Good afternoon, and thank you very much for joining us this hour. It's going to be exciting. This afternoon just gone by is the new segment, and we are back on your screens for God and Country. Yesterday evening was the bottom line, and I do hope that you enjoyed it. But here we are on Good Afternoon Ghana, the Business Edge. When we talk about business, we talk about Business Edge right here on Metro TV. We are coming your way live from our studios here at Rage in Accra. We are live on DSTV channel 277. We are live on Multi TV and, of course, on all your TV wherever you are. Keep watching Metro TV all the time because we bring you the best of current affairs, the best of business, the best of everything that you can have. This afternoon, it is business, and we'll get straight into the performance of the local currency, which is the cedi against the major trading currencies. But when we are done with that, I'm going to have some quick interviews, and we have a big topic that is coming up. Everybody is talking about illegal mining, Galamsey. Chairman Wontumi has been arraigned before the court trial is beginning, and all of the issues about how the government is making sure that we don't have our turbidity going up again. We don't have all the problems that we are being faced with the problem of Galamsey. There is an institution which is in charge of providing an alternative solution, especially for the young people that are engaged in Galamsey, not just the big businessmen, the money owners who are doling out monies to the young people to be doing the Galamsey, but we are concerned about the jobs that have been created through the Galamsey and how they can be provided with an alternative support, so much so that we can all prevent the issue of illegal mining. So this institution has been set up by the John Dramani Mahama government to provide an alternative solution, support the young people through leaving the sites to become people on their own, self-sustaining people that will stop the Galamsey mining. We'll consider it in the line of how the Galamsey is destroying our farmlands, especially our cocoa. And moving forward, how many tons are we producing as a country here in the cocoa industry? Eventually, how is it being affected by Galamsey? If we're able to stop it, how is it going to be? Are we going to pass 1 million tons a year, and so on and so forth? So we have that big discussion coming up this afternoon. But just before we do that, I'm going to begin with an interview on the ICT space. We have the President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, through his Ministry of Communication and Technology, putting up the 1 million coders program. We have the digitalization agenda, and so on and so forth. When you come to the private sector, what exactly is being done to support the growth of the ICT industry within the Jospon Group of companies? There is a company that is set to do that. The cluster or the ICT cluster that has the experience, is well versed in the area of technology development, in the area of coding, in the area of training for young people who want to get into the space. Because this month is a customer service month, we want to be with them and maybe learn a bit from them what they are doing at their end, how they intend to support the entire Ghanaian economy and not the Jospon Group of companies only, and so on and so forth. So we'll get into that interview pretty shortly. And then there is a program coming up in the administrative sector. I will get into that interview also. Then we come back to the mining. So let me quickly see how the cedi is performing against the major trading currencies as of last evening and this morning. Let's check the dollar. How is the dollar being bought for and being sold for as of this morning at the commercial banks? The dollar is being bought for 12.54. So 12 cedis, 54 pesos. And it is selling for 12 cedis, 56 pesos. So that's it. The performance of the cedi, I think it's appreciated quite a bit. What we need, I've kept saying all the time, is the stability of it. If it's a stable, business people and businessmen can duly project, at least for the 3-month range, that they import and export their products. And so that's how the cedi is performing, the dollar against the dollar. Let's see the euro. The euro is buying for 14.69. 14 cedis, 69 pesewas, and it is selling. So if you have your money, you go to the bank, you want to sell. Or you want to go and buy. You'll get it for 14.70 pesewas. 14 Ghana cedis, 70 pesewas. So that's how the euro is also fighting, quote and unquote, with the Ghanaian cedi. It's quite strong. The cedi is quite strong still. However, it's still about the stability that we need. And then the British pound sterling. The British pound sterling. It is buying for 16.91 pesewas and selling for 16.93 pesewas. 16 cedis, 93 pesewas. Buying for 16 cedis, 91 pesewas. So that's how the average interbank exchange rates being used by the commercial banks here in Ghana are using. This is the rate they are using as of this morning. All right, so we'll now come back to the studio, and I've already told you about the fact that this week, it's not just the week alone, but the entire month, lots of people, whilst people are celebrating the Pink October, and I have my badge here, I'm going to put it on right away so that all of us can join to help our women. You need to work around your woman, especially if you are married. Please do make sure that you protect her. You protect her breast. So it is Pink October, and I'm happy to have this from my HR department. That is it. We are all joining in the support of prevention of breast cancer. I'm going to give all my guests who come in one, and then we are going to wear it. So let me introduce my first guest, and I'll give him one. I have the cybersecurity or document archiving, the revenue management, the software development, all the things that I mentioned to you earlier on. The people that have expertise in the area is the ICT cluster. And Joshua Edu Ochre is here. Joshua, good afternoon, and thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you very much for having me.
On. I see that you don't have. I'm going to put mine on, but I'll give to you one. That's coming from Metro TV, my HR department, and we'll see if all of us can put it on in support of breast cancer, prevention of breast cancer, so that our women will be safe for all of us. And I'm sure, I can see your ring on, so at least I know you're married, and you will be helping your wife and helping all other women.
Yes, thank you very much. Although I didn't have the badge on, I'm still in a pink shirt.
Oh, well, it is. So it is Pink October. Yeah. But it is also Customer Service Month.
Yes.
And so, yes, all the companies across the globe are celebrating customer service. So before I go to the questions that I have for you, let me ask ICT cluster, who are you?
Okay, so the Just One ICT cluster is a cluster made up of subsidiaries or companies who are into different areas within the IT industry. We are into areas of document archiving and management. There's a subsidiary that handles that. There's also a subsidiary that focuses on revenue assurance, which is a very big industry because you are into providing solutions that will help entities manage their revenue and then assure them of revenues that they're supposed to collect. There is also another subsidiary that is into purely software development and training. So over there, they develop a lot of the solutions which sustain some aspects of the Just One business and then also external clients. So, and then also we do have another entity that looks within the cyber space by providing cyber security.
It's a big issue today with all the fraudsters that we have.
Exactly.
Mobile money, for internet fraud, for all the issues that we have in the country.
And then also there's another subsidiary that is being nurtured to go within the device assembling space. So essentially the Just One ICT cluster will say that although we don't, on paper we might not look big, but in terms of industry, we've covered a lot of the ICT.
When you say device assembly, what do you mean? You want to produce mobile phones here in the country, or you want
Yes, we want to be able to do more of smart devices, educational devices, the tablets, the laptops, and other devices that will help, push the digitization agenda of the country.
So, is it that you do some now already, or you are now having the plan?
We piloted a particular project with a different partner, and it has been successful. So now the plans are being initiated to see if it will be possible for us to really set up a factory and all that, but that is still at the budding stage, and I'm sure when plans are ripe, everything will materialize.
So ICT Cluster, you're telling me, is a company with departments or with subsidiaries, different setups that are on their own, providing different solutions to different problems and companies.
Yes, so it's a cluster. So because we all operate within the IT industry, we have different companies that are providing specialized services for entities with our own, with their own set of clients. Exactly. So because of the similarities of the services they provide, they have been put together as a cluster. That is what it is.
What is Mission Possible? We've heard, not from you personally, but the company talking about Mission Possible, a theme that you are setting up for yourself this year. Why Mission Possible, and what is Mission Possible?
Okay, so Mission Possible for us as an IT cluster is a theme that really suits us because with the advancement of technology, we believe that nothing is impossible. So therefore, how do you help the customer or the client achieve whatever they've set out to achieve using technology? So for us, at ICT, we believe that no challenge cannot be surmounted. So if you set your mind to it, and then with a lot of innovation, dedication, and then teamwork, you will be able to achieve Mission Possible for your clients, and that is what the focus of this particular month's Customer Service Week is.
So you're telling me that with all the challenges that are currently in the technology space, let me put it like that, technology space, for you, everything is possible.
Everything is possible. Everything is possible. And
people are using it to defraud. When you set up systems, there can't be an override.
No system again is foolproof, but again, in as much as there are loopholes, that is why you need technology to be able to expose where the loopholes are, so you can plug it. That is why we believe that it is Mission Possible. If you get to understand the nuances of the loopholes, then you are able to solve it using technology, using innovation. So in as much as people continue to evolve and technology evolves, we would always find solutions, and that is what we believe as an ICT cluster.
Do you concentrate on security? You mentioned cybersecurity.
Yes.
And for me, we have heard of the National Service Secretariat scandal, for example, where their software was used, according to the reports, was used to create a lot of malfeasance in the system. Everybody who wants to use a software, a code, we are all concerned about security. ICT cluster, do you take security very seriously?
And yes, we do take security extremely serious, and that is why we partner one of the top-notch cybersecurity firms based in Israel called I've forgotten the...
We can go ahead once you remember.
But we have a partner in Israel, and we know that Israel, when it comes to security issues, cyber defense, they are top of the class. So once we know the technicalities and the nuances, at every point in time, right from conception to design to coding and everything, you make security part of your development or your design. You don't make security an afterthought. So within the technology industry, people who are within it know that now security is part right from the beginning. You don't consider it as an afterthought. And it is only when most of the time organizations consider security as an afterthought, that is where they get exposed, and some of these things, come back to hit them. So security is something that we really focus on, and then we provide the needed solutions.
What type of customers do you look up to? Do you want to approach you? For example, I'm a starter. I'm working on a small business cold store somewhere. Can I walk up to ICT cluster?
Exactly. We are available for every type of customer, irrespective of the size of your business or the type of clientele that you have. Because the software development wing focuses on building bespoke solutions. So tailor-made to suit you and then also to suit your budget. Because a lot of the time, it is one of the things that companies are looking at. They look at their budget and then to see if they are going to get return on their return for their money or value. So we have solutions that is bespoke, that is customized and tailor-made for every type of vendor, every type of client, and we are ready to work with everybody.
Doesn't matter the type of business that I do. I just mentioned, for example, a cold store. Somebody could be a farmer. And if I want to get into farming and do maize production, it's a 6-month cycle. And I need a software to manage, maybe I live in Accra here, to manage the farmers, an app or something to manage the farmers, see their performance per acre every period and be able to pay them. Will you be able to do that?
Definitely. You know, technology has come very far. Now there are a lot of solutions that will give you the sensors, the ones that is reading the weather, there's one that is giving you positioning or GPS. So it is our duty to understand what your challenge is and then translate that challenge into a solution so that you are the happy, customer. And that is what Mission Possible is also giving to us.
That's the same point I was coming to. Are you able to make customers happy? I want to stress that point because people are watching now. People obviously will want to reach out. So at the end, I will ask for your number and where you are located and your details. But I want you to be able to assure my customers or our viewers that when they become your customers, they will be delighted because we are in the customer week. Or they will be happy. Can you give us that assurance?
They are more than 100% assured because we always come to you, understand your challenge, develop the bespoke solution for you, and then you go on a pilot, do a proof of concept as we understood whatever your challenge is. When we translate it into a solution for you, you test it, and then you decide to go full scale.
And that's why
you are right assured.
So I'm going to put you on the spot. Give me one example. I don't know if you can mention your client's name or you have exclusivity with them, but give me one example of, we are talking about possibilities, making things happen.
All right.
And you are talking about making clients also happy and delighted. At least we should have an example of something you have done with a customer who was happy, and then we can, based on that, follow up and come to you.
Okay, so by virtue of the cluster we belong to, the Just One Group, we know our primary business is into the waste management sector. And I know people do not know, but as we speak, we have a bespoke solution for one of the sites where people go and tip off, the waste, the dumping site. So when they get there, there is a solution that, as we speak today, measures the volume in terms of weight of the waste that you're bringing, and then quickly you see the amount you're supposed to pay, and then you pay via electronic means. So this is one happy customer that is verifiable.
So that
it has been deployed.
Even the data that we put out may be coming from you. The data of how many tons of waste is produced and dumped may be coming from you, from your app or from your system.
Exactly. If maybe I should have come with some of these
the sample of it
for you
because
to
we are
see.
Still in the month.
Yes.
Next week or the following week, if
we'll be very, very happy.
We would want you to come and show us how it works because everybody puts out data. Ghana Statistical Service puts out data. Jospon puts out data. Other waste management companies puts out data. We produce 2,000 tons of waste in Accra every month.
So when you go there currently, you realize that
yes,
you're able to see all these things on a live feed, a dashboard that tells you that this aboboya that came, this was the weight. Okay, this is how much the person paid. Initially, it used to be a very manual and then a laborious process, but currently, by dint of hard work, the innovation and then teamwork, like I said, we have been able to, help our own, subsidiary to develop, and then now
has it cut down cost?
Yes, it has. It has cut
I mean, have
down
you
costs.
done that analysis to see if it has cut down cost for the people in the value chain?
Yes. So for the people in the value chain, they used to queue a lot because sometimes you'd have only one person who is sitting there who has to serve a particular aboboya cyclist before another person can go. But after introducing the automation bit into it, it has helped them to now reduce cost.
Yes.
So now people are very efficient when they go to the dump sites, and the long queues have been cut down tremendously. So yes, it is one of the things that if you spoke to the entities managing the landfills, they'll be very happy about. Another one that has also been done is within those who are into the medical waste, which also helps them to be able to segregate the kind of waste that is coming, because now we are in a green revolution. So it is important to provide some of these solutions.
So you work
for
with
people.
some hospitals as well?
We work with the waste management companies.
For the
Yes.
hospitals?
Yes.
So that they can segregate the medical waste?
No, for the final disposal site.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
The hospitals currently, we are in talks with a partner to deploy a telemedicine solution, top of the notch with AI, which is also being looked at. And then also...
Why don't we hear of you? ICT cluster, you're doing all of this. At least I know, for example, Ajin Kutuku, how the operation is there.
Yes.
I've seen some of the waste dumping sites, Achimota and all of that. And if you are telling me that the software is being used are produced by you, then you should be out there. Why are you not talking?
I would say that some of us sometimes choose to operate like submarines.
No, you should come and pay us to do this.
I'm sure we'll be able to come and discuss something commercial.
Because you're doing a lot of work.
Yes, we are doing a lot
of work.
We are doing a lot.
What you're telling me.
Yes.
But there is one problem with IT people. Let me ask you if you face the same problem. People think that because you sit for long hours to develop a software or to code and all that, you like to listen to people. You don't like to listen to customers. Let me say so.
Okay.
You listen.
Yes, we do listen. But the fact is that you would have to understand which IT person you are talking to, because not everybody interfaces with the client. So we have those who stay behind the scenes, who do the coding. We have those who come and do the training and then the deployment. So if you are not able to identify which of the people you are talking to, then it might become a bit of a frustration for you. But we always listen to people because we are artisans. We design stuff. And if we do not see people using the things that we have done, then what is our value, more or less? So we always want to listen to people, understand their challenges, and then help them achieve the mission possible.
And when you listen to them, obviously some will be feedback.
Exactly.
You have good reviews, good feedback?
Yes.
Like I'm telling you now, because I've seen, so maybe next week or the following week, any other time you come,
yes,
would want you to project it here. Let viewers see what you are capable of.
We'll
how the system, at least for
we'll
the
gladly do that. We'll gladly do that.
But how is the review like for you from
reviews,
the feedback?
Reviews, most of the time you get a lot of the positive, and then also when customers face challenges, you are going to get a negative. But immediately you resolve the problem, then you have a happy customer. So feedback is important, and we have multiple channels for people to always reach out, both electronic and then manual.
You have hardcore customers, and they give you a hard time.
Oh yes.
Your employees get angry with you.
You definitely, it's a human.
But you know your employees are also your customers. So
exactly.
If there are times they are not happy or they are overworked, they will not be too happy with you.
Everybody knows that within the IT industry, it's a high pressure industry.
So you are always overworked.
So you always overworked.
So they understand.
So you'd have to understand.
But you have to motivate them. Do you agree?
They are well motivated. They are well motivated, and most of the time, you see the sense of motivation when a lot of interns come. For instance, particularly to the software development wing, where we provide that environment for them to learn from the experienced hands. And it is always a source of joy when they also see that they are also impacting another generation that is coming. So yes, the motivation comes in different forms. Yeah.
So I'm going to give you one job. We cover elections a lot, from MPP to NDC to PNC to all of them. Maybe you may not be able to commit to it now, but can you consider developing a software for us that we can use to cover across the country if elections are going on?
Again, it's mission possible.
It is possible.
We can make it very
no,
possible.
Mission, it is possible is a political party's
slogan.
For you,
possible.
It is mission possible.
Mission possible.
And so you will consider that?
Definitely.
Well, no, we are putting it to you here.
Yes.
You will consider that for us, for Metro TV. I'm asking because I want to ask how your relationship with the other subsidiaries under the Jospon Group are, and whether you provide solutions for them or they come to you.
We do.
And all that.
For most of the subsidiaries within the Jospon Group, for instance, we consolidate what we call the backbone. So we are taking the bulk data and then helping all the other subsidiaries remain connected. We are providing email services. For instance, we are providing shared services and then other business applications. So beyond Metro TV, here we've done some works. I remember some of the installations that were done here also was actually done by the Jospon ICT cluster. So we do provide a lot of services for most of the subsidiaries and outside.
Because this is Customer Celebration Month, are you going to celebrate it so that we can have ways and means of pinning you down if there are things you promise and you don't do?
Yes,
so we'll come back and say you are celebrating Customer Service Week, but when I called you, Joshua, you didn't pick up. So are you celebrating?
Yes, we are celebrating, and this year what we are doing as the cluster, like you've rightly said, we have planned a lot of activities, and we want to do a lot more customer visitations. This is what we want to do this year for the Customer Service Month. So we are going down to our clients, and then we are letting them meet some of even the people behind the scenes that they don't get to interact with, who resolve their challenges, so that we can have that sort of should I say, foster a closer bond and a working relationship, because, you know, we see ourselves as a family when we are able to provide solution for anybody.
I am not going to charge you for this, but let me give you 1 minute. Advertise ICT cluster to us. What you stand for, why you are unique from other IT service providers. Maybe government will want to work with you. Why government, Honorable Sam George, should come and work with you on the 1 million coders and all of that. Advertise to us and tell us your number, your social media address, and how we can reach out to you.
All right, so thank you very much for this opportunity. We want to assure everybody who is watching us, everybody who is listening to us, that we have the experience and the expertise to deliver any type of solution that they want, be it tracking,
or you do tracking services?
Yes, we provide tracking services.
Companies that do transport management like VIP,
yes, they can come to us.
Haulage, they can all come to you?
Yes, they can all come to us.
So everything IT?
Yes, everything IT. Wow. Everything IT.
Wow.
So we do everything IT. And they are sure that once they come to us, they are going to get the best of care.
You get the opportunity to support with the back end if the company says we are not going to host. I'm sorry, I'm still dragging it, but once you mentioned the tracking, I got interested. That if they are not going to host themselves, you'll be able to do it and support it from your back end.
We already have our infrastructure in place, so we're already doing that.
That's excellent.
Yes.
That's some good news. It means that we have to bring you back to showcase what you have,
we'll love
with the pictures you have and everything, so people can see and have the confidence to come to you.
We'll love
Thank you very much, Joshua.
We're also grateful.
You didn't mention the number. If anybody wants to reach out to you, what number or social media pages that we can get to you on?
Yes. So for the subsidiaries, every subsidiary, when you go on Facebook, you go on Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. You can look for Nerasol is one of the companies. Nerasol Ghana is one of the Jospon companies. We have DocuPro. It's also one of the companies. We do have Melcare Investments. It's also one of the Jospon companies. Which one have I left out? We have Positivo, which is one that is in the pipeline.
You have a lot of companies.
Yes, we do have
Only
a lot of
IT.
companies. Yes.
Joshua, thank you very much.
We are grateful.
Thank you for coming. So,
thank you.
Joshua Edu Ochre represents the entire ICT cluster for the Jospon Group of companies. And you heard him yourself, there is everything that they do, everything within the technology space. So whether it is from tracking or software development or coding or whatever it is, you want to get to ICT cluster and they would really serve you well, especially if you get to them this month and this week, which is the Customer Service Week. They are going to work with you. I'm going to have my next interview right away, and that's on the Administrative Professional Summit, which is coming up. And I'm going to ask a professional who is an administrative person, what it means to be an administrative professional. So there is the procurement professionals, there are doctors, there are lawyers, and everybody has an association that you need to go through for certification and grading before you are allowed to practice. Let me put in practice. I don't know what the administrating professionals are looking at. And so my guest is already seated. I'm going to introduce her right away and we'll begin the discussions. The summit is coming up actually in the first place. And right from the summit, we will get to the practice of it. So maybe I was going to have the interview right away, but let me take a quick break. When I come back, I'll have the interview.
Branch manager. Of course, I accept only quality and affordable printed souvenirs for my promotional campaigns.
I'm the head of academic affairs of a very important institution in Ghana. Of course, we only deal with quality, reliable printing companies for our institution's printing materials. I'm talking about appointed time printing.
Appointed Time Printings. We take pride in our extensive print scope that transform your ideas into captivating visual masterpieces. We delve into the core objectives and vision of each print project. Precision printing is at the heart of our printing process as we meet your tight deadlines. Our rigorous inspection, color verification, and overall printing excellence are assured. 20 years of printing excellence. It's always a pleasure working with you to create a vibrant, dazzling printing experience that gives you a masterpiece. Appointed Time Printing, your world of quality and affordable printing.
Kwame and his uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame? As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, Mommy.
I'm the second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again? Now I understand the whole delay. Trotro from Kaswa. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late?
Of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. Go be the luckiest, go be from Georgia be luckiest, from not the cause she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be lucky, luckiest. No matter why you're luckiest, everybody go be the luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Send your God apple boom. If you put it away, so would the coming of the Son of Man be. Is that his car? Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompt and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Hooray, Ghana! The Ministry of Transport and its agencies invite you to the Ghana Transport and Logistics Fair 2025. It's the first of its kind in Ghana. From 22nd to 24th October 2025, the World Trade Center Accra comes alive with cars, ship, train, logistics and plane dealers all in one place. Are you a modern car dealer? Do you sell electric vehicles? Then this fair is your platform to shine. Students and the general public will experience free electric car test drives, thrilling maritime showcases and even free helicopter rides. All 15 agencies under the Ministry of Transport, plus global car dealers, airlines, logistic giants and investors will be there with His Excellency John Dramani Mahama as our guest of honor. Register now at info.digitaligh.org 0244-613-246 or visit our website www.transportlogfair.org. The Ghana Transport and Logistics Fair 2025. Beyond movement, resetting Ghana's transport future.
I just want to hear. Welcome to season 2 of Play by Ear. Make some noise! This is the only show. All you need is your ear to win some cash. When I say play by ear, what you say?
Welcome back from the break, and so we'll go straight into our next discussion. We'll do this quickly. I'm here with Rebecca Afful, who is the President, Network of Administrative Professionals of Ghana. Take notes, the President, Network of Administrative Professionals of Ghana. Rebecca, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you're doing well.
Great, I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for having me.
Yes, you're welcome. I'm going to ask you about the event which is coming up. You said you have the National Administrative Summit of Ghana coming up.
So we call it the Administrative Professionals Summit.
The Administrative Professionals
Summit.
Summit.
Yes.
Who are administrative professionals?
Okay, so administrative professionals is a group of professionals in various industries, and our titles are diverse. In fact, a lot. The last time I checked, we have about 161 titles.
161 titles.
Yes, so it runs from the executive assistant, personal assistants, administrative assistants, administrative officers, office managers. In fact, if I say I have to mention all the 161.
Admin directors.
Admin directors, exactly.
Are HR people part?
HR people are not.
There are HR people who perform administrative
exactly,
activities.
And there are administrative professionals who also perform HR activities. Exactly.
Are receptionist parts?
Exactly.
Let me say front desk officers.
Front desk officers,
not
yes. So basically, the administrative profession is made up of all support staff.
Are security part?
No, please.
That's why I'm asking who
because
qualifies
the aspect, yes.
As an administrative professional.
Yes.
And all of these, is it that you are setting up to give them certification to regularize their activities? Are you considering making them part of the network? What's the plan?
So yes, the plan is to have them satisfied and then also to regulate the industry, just like any other profession, like we have for the doctors, we have for the accountants and all that, yes. So that is, with time, that's what we are looking at, yes. But in the interim, we have an institute called the Institute of Chartered Consultants and Administrators that provide certification courses for those in the profession.
So you are an administrative professional.
Yes.
What do you do?
So basically, I have a team that I support. So I take the administrative work of the people that I support. All the paperwork, but I can't begin to cite them now. Yes. So that they can focus on what matters most.
It's important for me because there are people who come to the workplace and maybe they may be in the procurement department, they may be in the communications department,
yes,
but they still do administrative work.
Exactly.
And some do not know how to write a CV.
Exactly.
Some cannot write a memo, simple memo. Some cannot differentiate between a memo and a letter. Exactly. Some cannot understand what a reference is. Is this what you're about?
Yes, and it's you see, the bulk of our work has to do with those in supporting CEOs, supporting managing directors, the executives, because an aspect of their tax is also administrative. But we don't want them wasting their time performing those administrative tasks. So it is taken up by their administrative staff in the office.
Yes.
Okay, so let's, for instance, a CEO travels and he needs to report on the expenses that he makes during his travel. We are paying him so much that we don't want him to use that man hours to be doing those kind of reports. So those reports are taken up by his or her executive assistant or an administrative assistant.
Can I ask what the vision of the network is?
So the vision, in fact, is just to provide a platform and a support community sort of for administrative professionals, because our needs are very unique, okay? And so...
Example, because I'm coming to ask you about one.
When it comes it comes to training, okay, there are a lot of training out there, but we don't have a lot that speaks to the needs of administrative professionals. So that's one aspect that we are working on. And then there are a lot of challenges that administrative professionals also go through that sometimes they find it difficult to find where it can be addressed.
Yes.
Okay. And then there's also a lot of advocacy that we need to do for the professionals when it comes to remuneration, when it comes to career advancement.
That's the question I'm coming to ask you.
Yeah, so there are a bit of challenge there. So we've come together as an association so that we can also advocate, for the right compensation and also for the right training.
Do you believe anybody at all can do your work, or there has to be some specific professional?
There's the assumption that anybody can
be an administrator.
But not everybody can be good at what they do when it comes to administrative tasks. Some people can enter into the profession, but there are some people who are good at what they do. So some come and then they find out that, no, this is not their place, and they move into other professions. But we know that a lot of people start their careers in the profession and then eventually move out. But there are people who want to remain in the profession for a long while, and those need to be supported.
Would you pursue the development of an act to guide the space? For example, in the public sector, if you are not a procurement professional, you cannot be a procurement director or supply logistics and supply director. That's why I asked what your vision is.
Exactly. But even when it comes to the administrative profession, there are levels. Yes, there are levels depending on your qualification, depending on your experience, and then the organization that you work in. So yes, it will be great to have that kind of act to be able to regularize the...
Would you pursue it? You are the network. You are
exactly.
People together.
Exactly.
You are the president. Would you pursue it?
Exactly, yes.
You will pursue it?
We will pursue it, yes, with time. With time. We are now building the community. We are now building the association. So these are some of the things that we have in mind to pursue in the future.
Is salary or remuneration your biggest challenge as administrative professionals?
It's one of them.
It is not your biggest?
It could be the biggest, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's the biggest, because I know some administrative professionals that are well remunerated. And as I said, it depends on the industry that you find yourself, the level that you are in, and even how large the organization that you are working in is. Okay, so there are some who are really well paid. I mean, like they are paid like a middle manager.
Because anybody can do your work, it is, and there is no security and for the job.
Yes.
No job security. 2, no job description. And 3, the biggest is your salary. So I don't know. That's the question I'm asking you.
Okay.
Is it something?
Yes, we are looking at it, and then the network of administrative professionals of Ghana is even associated with other admin-related associations globally. And we have those kind of discussion. We are even coming up with a something we call global metrics that is going to address all that, so that you can even grow in the profession, so that you know that you can move from step 1 to step 2 or step 3, and then each step comes with it, the experience that you need, and then the qualification that is required. And then that will command the remuneration that you also deserve.
Who should register with you? I'm rounding up. Who should register with you?
So anybody who is in the profession, who is an administrator, you know, and as I said, the executive assistant, personal assistants, admin officers, anybody in a supportive role, this summit is for you, and we look forward to welcoming you. Join us. It's starting on the 9th and will end on the 10th. So on the 9th, it's 100% virtual, and then on the 10th, it's hybrid. So if you want to participate online, you are available to do so. Yeah.
Okay. You are organizing a summit?
Yes.
When? What is your theme? When is it happening?
Okay, so as I shared earlier, it's happening on the 9th to 10th. So on the 9th, it's 100% online. We'll be having it virtually.
Okay.
And then on the 10th...
Of this month, 9th of October?
Yes. So just this week, just 2 days away.
2 days away. That's Thursday.
Yes, Thursday and Friday.
Thursday and Friday.
Yes.
So Thursday is online.
Yes.
Friday is in person.
In person.
Where are you having it?
We are having it at the Ghana Indian Kofi Annan Center of Excellence in ICT.
In fact, what people know it to be is the Kofi Annan ICT Center. As simple as that.
Sometimes it confuses people.
And people run to Teshi.
Yes.
But this is at Parliament House.
Exactly.
Close to Parliament House. So for those of you who may want to attend, it is next to Parliament House.
Yes.
So Kofi Annan ICT Center.
Yes.
As simple as that.
As simple as that. Yes.
Accommodate that. What time is it starting on Friday?
So Friday we are starting after lunch hour, so 1 p.m. We are starting, and then on Friday we are starting at 8:30.
If anybody wants to reach out to you, how do they reach out to you?
So you can WhatsApp us on 020-181-2618.
020-181-2618.
Yes, or go to our website, www.napgh.org.
www.napgh.org, as in .org.
Yes,
.org.
Yeah.
Let me say thank you very much
for
coming through. We hope that Friday it will be big, and we'll try and pass through as well.
Thank you
so
much.
Rebecca Afful is the president, Network of administrative professionals here in Ghana. Rebecca, thank you very much for joining me this afternoon. And for those of you who are secretaries, who are front desk managers, who are executive assistants, and whichever area you are, in whichever industry, if you perform any of these duties, you want to be properly acknowledged, please join the network of administrative professionals. My next interview is on the small-scale mining and the illegal mining, the alternative solution that's being provided for these young people, especially the job issues is what we are concerned about. Everybody is talking about Galamsey. I'll take this story on the Western Regional Minister who is cracking down on illegal mining. So Joseph Nelson has expressed a very grave concern over the devastating effects of illegal mining in the Takoradi-Achim corridor, which has caused significant damage to the Nsuta rail line. I'm sure some of you have heard about that rail line issue. Let's see the story itself.
The relief is that just about a week ago, some arrests were made there. About 12 people involved and are awaiting prosecution. I'm told that tomorrow they will be in court. So that's for your information. I had engagement with the community because this destruction of the lines happened just within a certain community called Achim. So this is something that anybody in the community saw happening.
Okay.
And so I had to speak to them about it. That, I mean, how is it that you live in a community and then you will watch, you know, as a state asset is being destroyed? And so nobody, they couldn't tell us that this or that person was involved, but at least we know that some people have been arrested, and that should be some relief. And it should serve as, you know, a deterrent to others. What is important is for us to follow this case to its logical conclusion, to the point where these 12 who were arrested are properly prosecuted and put behind the bars.
Okay.
To really send a strong message to those who want to engage in such illegal activities. I think that we have to continue to work hard. We have to intensify the patrols. I told the police who happened to be there with me that usually they go on operations, they leave the site. They do not have a proper mechanism in place to be monitoring those sites. So the Galamseyers, having observed the security services for a while, know that this is what usually happens. So they go back and apply their trade. So I've said that we should activate some monitoring mechanisms in place so that as we do operations and clear sites of these illegal miners, we're able to monitor those sites so that nobody goes back. Again, I think we are going to rope in the chiefs because as we have it, in most places, the chiefs are the ones who give the lands to the people, and when such destruction is going on, they just look on unconcerned. And so I think that we have to, for those areas where Galamsey is actually on the rampage, I think that we have to call out the chiefs so that they also play their roles. And then, of course, we need to intensify the way we pick intelligence and all of that, and react quickly to some of these things.
So I'll go straight to my interview because we have spent a lot of time. George Dadzie Jr. is the Deputy National Coordinator in charge of Operative Responsible Cooperative Mining. He's in charge of operations, so for the Responsible Cooperative Mining and Skills Development Program. And we know so far what they have been doing in the space to support the prevention of Galamsey, and this is not just the prevention of Galamsey, but to ensure, first of all, responsible mining. Two, to ensure a transition of the young people that will be ready to listen to them, to leave the mining site, to become self-sustained entrepreneurs or job owners or whatever it is, to train them in the artisan world. So I have always told them they have a very, very huge task on their neck. George is here in the studio with me. George, Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you
for doing well.
Thank you for having me, Kwesi.
And in fact, we are promoting support for our women, breast cancer. So I'll give this for you to put on. I am putting mine on, so you can put yours on as well. For us to, all of us to help our women, it's a breast cancer month. We say Pink October, and so we'll do that to support them. But whilst we do that, I can now go ahead and welcome you properly into the studio. Okay, thank you very much. And then we can begin our conversation right away. So let me begin from the start. For those of you who are watching you on Metro, what are you doing? What's your responsible mining program about? And so far, what have you been up to?
Thank you, Akwesi. And let me greet your cherished viewers and send warm greetings from His Excellency, the visionary leader, the President of Ghana, Mr. John Dramani Mahama. Then our sector minister, the deep thinker, was saying everywhere I go, Honorable Emmanuel Amakufibua, who double ups as the MP for Elembele and acting Environment and Science Minister. Let me also add my voice to the breast cancer awareness creation, because I have a wife, I have a mother, and I have a daughter too. So
you're a father, you're a family man, you're a grown man as well.
That is it. So I will urge our female group to do their best and go for checkups. You don't have to feel it for you to give us healthy children. So we urge them on and we give them God. If you ask me about responsible corporate mining, it's in terms simple, His Excellency the President, as we always tell everyone, that the President is not against mining, but he's against the illegalities of the mining sector. So therefore, when President took over the helm of affairs of this country, he appointed an able deep thinker, Honorable Amakufibua, the sector minister. So in looking at the problems of the mining communities and the mining sector, what illegalities like the galamseyers have done to our environment, the kind of destruction, he brought up that to create sustainable jobs for the youth who believe that where they can make meaningful life is going into mining. You are a journalist, we are footballers, that is where you prefer to work. And we have people also believe that they want to be miners. So therefore, there must be a way, a better responsible way to guide them and get them a meaningful job to do. So if you are taking the illegal miners who want to mine from our river bodies, from our virgin forest, from our roadside and from unauthorized places of mining, then there must be an alternative for them to make ends meet.
Yes.
And here come responsible cooperative mining and skill development. When you hear about responsible cooperative mining and skill development, people only look at one model out of it. That is the cooperative mining scheme. We are doing agro business and agriculture under responsible cooperative mining. We're doing reclamation.
Oh, I'm just writing that here. I was going to ask you, are you doing reclamation?
Yeah, reclamation
with the young people
of our models. We're doing mining support services. Then we are doing skill training and development. Because you and I can attest to the fact that before small-scale mining came into being or came into existence in our law, under His Excellency, the former President, may he so rest in peace, President Rawlings, then there was artisanal mining, which some are still doing. Artisanal mining is whereby we use pickers and shovel, and they don't destroy our lands and the environment like what we know now that excavators,
Chamfan and all of those huge machines
the Chamfans, like we are saying, serious washing plant that is set up, and that is purely mining. And you and I know that when it comes to large-scale mining, Ghanaians are not banned from doing large-scale mining, but it is capital intensive.
Yes.
That is the reason why foreigners, those who have huge financial muscles, were the one doing large-scale mining. Then came with the idea that we are the owners of this land. We own the lands. The law says that the land belongs to either a family, it belongs to an individual, or it belongs to a chief.
Yes.
But the gold that is down there belongs to you
The
and
country,
I.
yes.
Everyone in this
Everybody
country
is involved.
And the president is holding it in trust for the people of this country. For that matter, Parliament has enacted laws that governs how we can mine. So small-scale mining is there for Ghanaians, indigenous, and foreigners can go into small-scale mining. That is also some way capital intensive. I'm not saying cooperative mining is not capital, but in cooperative mining, when you hear cooperative, it is not owned by a single person or one or two people. Cooperative mining is a group of people that hails from a community. Indigenous from that community, and Per Rouge is from 10 to 25 from my town like Asankrewa.
Oh, so in Asanko, when we come there, we cannot have 8 people saying we are in a cooperative. It must be a minimum of 10.
10. A minimum of 10 people.
To 25.
That can form a cooperative mining group. And write to either our mother ministry, that the land ministry, or to responsible cooperative miners. But the best thing is to write to the responsible cooperative miner, the national coordinator.
Because even if it goes to the ministry, it will be
referred to
you.
My boss and directed to me, the operations, to go and work on it. So if you want to do cooperative mining, then you write to us. And before you can write to us, or even if you write to us, you need to register with the Registrar General Department for us to know who and who are the owners involved in going to do the cooperative mining, which we say it belongs to the community. The idea is that the money must remain, the proceeds must remain in the community. So
when they are a group, they will be responsible.
Definitely. And it is not like the moment you write to us, then straight away you'll be given the license. No, there are rules or
processes.
Yeah, there are regulations you have to meet. There are requirements you need to meet or follow. Like I was saying earlier, it is a policy from His Excellency the President through our able minister, and we have been appointed to make sure that the vision of the president will be realized in making sure that those who want to do responsible mining and stop illegal mining, because like I said, we are stopping illegalities in the mining sector, and we have no option. No one can tell me now as I sit here that we should continue with what we are doing.
So then the question comes to, I know you just started work some few months back, but you must have done some work so far to prevent some people from getting into. Are there stories, are there areas where you have prevented people? Because now what I'm getting from you is that if they are not in groups, you will not allow them to mine.
Definitely.
So one person cannot just get up and go in with an excavator and a chamfan and begin to mine.
No.
It becomes illegal. But if they are in a group, you can monitor their activities, you can check what they are doing and make sure it is responsible. There are still pockets of people in the villages, in the rural areas, in the forest, in the mines, that we are hearing of in the news every day.
My brother, it's very true. Arm robbing is prohibited.
But
we still have people who still want to venture into armed robbery.
Yes.
You understand? People know that as we speak today, the police is not enough, but at least we have a huge number of policing in our various municipalities and the rest, but people are still doing robbery. That's the reason why our able minister, through cabinet, has approved that we have national anti-illegal mining organization secretary, comprising of the military, the police, the immigration, and other security agencies that you know, that we will work with them to make sure that those who are not adhering to the good policy that has come for all of us. That if you want to mine and you don't have the money to go through the small scale sector, the large scale sector, there's another window that has been given to us called responsible cooperative mining and skill development. So therefore, form your group. Write to us. The EPA is involved. Our Minerals Commission is involved for us to come and ascertain and find facts that truly, environmentally, is it good? Is it viable? Is it possible? Is it humanly the best way to do mining?
Yes. Yes.
If you meet all these criteria, we give you the green light. You go and mine responsibly, get the money you want to get to take care of yourself like other people are doing this job. You cannot say you want to make money, so you should be allowed to go and practice illegalities. Anything called illegal is not approved in this country. So Galamsey, as we've termed it, is illegal mining. You get it, my brother? So there's a window for us. Come to Responsible Corporate Mining Secretariat, write to us, find a land first, form a group, like the cooperative association.
Yes.
Mind you, the group as formed does not mean they own it entirely. They own it also in trust for the community.
Yes.
You know why? When the group mine, we have profit sharing in this ratio. 80% goes to the group that have formed the cooperative because they will invest their capital and every day will hire people, they have to pay them and the rest. Then 20% out of that money, 5% will go to community development fund.
Okay.
5% will go to reclamation fund. 5% will go to the Archon's debt fund that will aid us to take care of our office.
Yes, the administrative works, they're running around.
Because our office, our budget allocation is not enough for us. But you know, Ghana, no institution has its budget sufficient for it.
No, but some of these discussions for your office, the last time I spoke to your CEO, he mentioned himself that in a team that you were going to almost every district in the country to ensure that at least they understand what you are doing, to train them, to talk to them, to make them appreciate the work that we are saving us and everybody else in the country. So you need the money. Government should, His Excellency the President should give you enough money. Because that's our biggest problem in the country now. I was going to ask you, we just put on the TV a shed which was being bent. I don't know if you saw it. It just went away. But this is happening. Everybody is crying. President should give you money. But let me move on from there. And the president of Ghana Cooperative Farmers Association, Itaka Yusuf, is on the line. I'll let him join soon. So that's it. I'm asking you also, the previous government were burning excavators. You have put in this alternative. You are going around telling farmers, stop and come and join cooperatives. Let's work together and prevent Galamsey. Those who don't adhere to your call and instructions, what will you do to them? Will you ban their excavators?
This government is not doing what the elsewhere government did. Now they couldn't achieve their desired results. We are doing alternative to what they did to make sure that the right things will be done. Those excavators that has been seized, you can send your reporters to our various municipalities and the regions. We have them sitting there. You can, if you've heard, people are complaining that we are even party people. You need to get us our excavators back.
I talk about, you see, I say I don't envy you at all. The kind of burden on your neck and head, you and your chief executive officer, everybody will be on you. The big men in the country will be on you. The people at the base will be on you. The middle class, everybody will be on your neck. People want to get into mining.
Truly, my boss, Engineer Pedro, is a politician. Myself, I'm a politician. We contest elections. An election is about numbers. And as you are saying, we will get people who think that getting this opportunity, we should at least
allow them to
do the illegalities. But with the president we have and the minister we have, you can go and check their integrity. There are people who don't condone illegalities and try to fund our laws. So for us, It's a difficult job, but we need to make sure that the right things will be done. Maybe they will not understand us now, but when we achieve the desired results, they will come to believe in us that, yes, they were doing the right things, and wherever we put ourselves up for elections, we win. So we are not looking at elections now. What we have on our desk now is that a mandate has been given to us to make sure that a national crisis, which you and I know that is a national security issue now when it comes to the illegalities in the mining sector. So our mandate is to make sure that we provide an alternative way of doing responsible mining for our young ones who believe that the best way they can make life is to go and do mining. We are not mining excavators. The excavators have been seized. We are vetting them. They are laws in this country. You cannot just take an excavator from someone and just rush into giving them out. Our minister has assured this nation that when we vet them, we find out that yes, truly, they were doing the illegals and the machines are well placed. We are going to give it to the Agric Ministry, the Road Ministry, to make sure that it will be put into good use so that Ghanaians will benefit. We are not going to bend them. No one has been instructed in our office or 9 months to go and burn us. Even with pumping machines that were seized, some has been released to the Agric Ministry that has been given to farmers to be pumping water, to be irrigating our farmland. So, my brother, the reality is that the president is not against mining. He's in for creating sustainable, decent job in the mining sector for our telling you that we know that unemployment is skyrocketing.
Yes.
And for president who has promised this nation that he will make sure that Ghanaians will get sustainable jobs, not just jobs, sustainable jobs will not go against responsible mining. So we are in to make sure that responsible mining will be there as an alternative for those who cannot afford to go into the large-scale mining and fall on us to get a decent and meaningful life.
Let me quickly, briefly speak to Yusuf Isaka, who is the president of Ghana Cooperative Farmers Association. I'm sure issues of cocoa will come in. So you'll listen to him, and then I'll come back and we round up on that. So, Yusuf, thank you very much for joining me. Good afternoon to you. And we've been talking to the Responsible Cooperative Mining and Skills Development Program Deputy National Coordinator. And he's been talking, I don't know if you've been listening to him, but you are the farmers. They are taking over your lands. So what's your plan?
Thank you very much for the opportunity. I think that I've heard him and he spoke well. But looking at the cocoa farmers, the things we are going through is very damaging. So I wish a lot of effort can be done. And looking at the state of our conditions, particularly all our water bodies are gone, our farmlands are being destroyed. So we are in the position and we start the people who are saying government should declare a state of emergency, particularly at the cocoa growing district or community, so that we can safeguard our cocoa. Today, Ghana cocoa production is going down, and we can attribute 80% of this effect to illegal mining, no doubt about it. So I wish that a lot of effort to be put in so that we'll be able to protect our water bodies and our environment.
Okay, but so far, I mean, what you are in the farms, you have people that you are talking to. Do you see any acts of reclamation? Do you see any acts of collaboration between you, not just the responsible mining team, but for everybody to restore the glory of cocoa?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but just stabilize your camera a bit for me. Yes, I can see you clearly now.
Okay, I'm saying that looking at the happenings on the ground, you could see that things are even getting worse than the previous time, because it the conversation
You see, your network, I wanted you to position your camera well a bit for me and the network. But let me come back to ask you the final question on the farmers. Are you having anything to do with them also? I mean, for all that you are doing, the people who have decided in the communities, we are not going to destroy the lands. We don't want to get into illegal mining. Even in the cooperative, which will be legal, we are not getting into it. How are you motivating them?
My brother, when it comes to the farmers, as I sit here, I'm a cocoa farmer myself. And like my brother was sharing light on it, it's difficult for us. Very, very difficult for us. Then if you heard me right when I was starting, I said that we have agro-business and agriculture in there. We are now doing a lot of engagement. You can see that my boss, myself, sometimes we move together, sometimes too, my boss will move with another team to other regions, and myself will be moving with them. We are doing more engagement, meeting our chiefs, meeting the communities, explaining to them how best it is for them to leave these illegalities of our mining sector and join the cooperative mining scheme. As we speak, we are liaising with the 24-hour economy people to provide what His Excellency said,
yes. In fact, they have put out a plan, a laid-out plan, the investments and how money chicken will be distributed across. We have said we are following it keenly to see how President has done his bit. He has instructed the Agric Minister. We will also be chasing the MMDCs and the implementers to see how it works.
My boss, Engineer Pedro, has been engaging the Agric Ministry, the 24-hour committee, other agencies that we need to partner. The white man will say it is a pipeline. You and I can attest to the fact that responsible corporate mining was launched in August, where we have a disaster. So our operations started late in August. So it is September that we have full operational work. So we're doing engagements, and we are assuring cocoa farmers. His Excellency the President, to our able Minister Honorable Amar Kofi is assuring the cocoa farmers and farmers at large that responsible corporate mining and skill development, we are coming at their doorsteps in the regions, in the municipalities, in the district, to make sure that those who want to venture into decent agro project and agro business, we are going to offer support. There is support that will come from responsible corporate mining. So we are we send a budget.
You'll give money?
Yeah, we will get money.
You will give them money also?
Definitely, like I said, we will support them. And as we speak, we're even talking to agencies, foreign agencies, NGOs, that can at least fund some of those initiatives from our end. So cocoa farmers should be rest assured that responsible corporate mining is coming to help them to grow more cocoa, to support Cocoa Board, so that Ghana, in October, when we say cocoa has been opened, then the economy is coming to boom. So, my brother, there's good news for cocoa farmers, for farmers at large, that responsible corporate mining is not just about the cooperative mining scheme. We have agriculture and agro-business in there. So those who are also ready and want to do decent agro work, they should approach our office. It shouldn't be only those who want to do mining. I'm saying on Metro TV this afternoon that responsible cooperative mining scheme, our office is open to young people who want to venture into agriculture, that we will support them, because not everyone in the mining communities that love to go
doing illegal mining, small-scale mining.
There are some who are even into the illegal mining, but if they get the alternative, they will come back.
And that is why you are here.
And that is why we are here. They should fall on us. We will help them and make sure that they do the same.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time. So, George Dadzie Jr. is a Deputy National Coordinator. I like the assurance that they are here. If you are in illegal mining or if you are in small-scale mining, either you want to move or you want to stay within the community, but I mean, you have some alternative sustainable livelihood. You want to reach out to them. Thank you very much, George, for coming through this afternoon. This has been Business Edge. My name is Kwesi Afriyie. Good afternoon.
Smart, bold, unapologetic. This is Annie Ampofo. The voice of reason, a force of media. She's the one Ghana turns to every Monday morning for the headlines that matter and the conversations that shape all of us.
And on the basis of Article 34, that's the Directive Principles of State Policy, we meet here again this morning and we're welcome to Good Morning Ghana.
And when the afternoon rolls in, she's back, cutting through the noise, asking the tough questions, and bringing clarity to the issues that matter.
A committee to investigate containers carrying ECG cables that are meant for Ghanaians or meant to provide light for the good people of Ghana.
In the morning, in the afternoon, Annie Ampofo isn't just reporting the news. She's shaping the conversations that shape all of us. Annie Ampofo, smart, fearless, unmatched, only on Metro TV.
Welcome to Cook Africa, straight to the Ashanti region. Hey, well, I'm talking about board. You go back there tonight. Even a few days ago, you were trending. You and this character went come.
Ginger, the ball now. Or the ama spices, the ama salt. We bet my chance. Or the mama money they call. There be in Kosiache board. Welcome, go cake.
So my grandmother took care of me. Okay. So she actually taught me how to bake.
Anyway, I go there. Hey.
When the day ends, the real stories begin. Michael Addo.
Updates with lawyers for former Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta.
Efua Ando. Sandra Ofosu. Ikuya Ababio. Dominic Ansapra.
We're bringing you the latest in the world of business.
Sharp, precise, compelling, unmissable, uncompromising. News Night. Tonight at 7 p.m. Only on Metro TV.
Sit down.
Good morning.
Good morning. Is everything okay?
Mm-hmm.
You don't look it.
I'm fine.
You sure?
Yes. I just have some business ideas running through my mind. That's all.
That's good. Want to share?
After I make you breakfast. So tell me, what would you like for breakfast?
After you make us breakfast, you mean?
Us, yes.
Alright, so I will have whatever my beautiful wife wants to have.
Let's see. I have an idea.
Okay. What?
Something naughty.
Alright. You know I am a sucker for naughty things.
What about I have you for breakfast?
I will absolutely love that.
Gonna get from there.
So tell me, what is this business idea you're talking about?
I'm considering sampling my products online. Instagram and Facebook mostly.
That's a brilliant idea. You know, I see some of these online brands do it, and they're really cashing out, right?
Yes, they are. But the problem is, my phone is a...
What's wrong with your phone?
No, it's not. My phone shoots pictures in HD. I need a phone capable of shooting raw images and videos in 4K. Can my phone do that?
Babe, I cannot afford an iPhone right now. The money I have with me, I intend to put it in this cryptocurrency that's gaining traction.
Please, no.
Hey, come on. But you should be able to grow your business to do what you want to do. And if you cannot afford an iPhone right now, perhaps you shouldn't be thinking of getting one.
People, you like this now? Other men are buying iPhones for their wives.
Well, at least I opened the shop for you. Hello, Polo. What's good? Of course I'm game. My liquor tank needs refilling. Yeah. How about Harold? Has he discovered a new place yet? What, you know your man now? He's always busy scouting for a new place with fine women. Yeah, all right, no wala. I'll see you soon. Wait, there's this new cryptocurrency I want to introduce you guys to. Yeah, it's a good one, gaining good traction. Yeah. Okay. He's right here staring daggers at me. Don't mind that, Joe. She wants me to buy her something with my hard-earned money, something she can actually afford. All right, I'll see you soon. Paul sent his regards.
I can't afford an iPhone 13 Pro Max. It will affect my capital if I move such amount.
This 13 Pro Max you speak of, it's one of the latest versions, right?
Yes, it is.
There you go. Why not look for something, smaller, something not so recent, maybe like 6, 7 or 8.
No. Ah, for what?
Yeah. That's fine. Look, if you can afford it, if you have the money to get it, then by all means, it's not my business. As for me, an iPhone right now, it's a no-no.
Mercy.
Yes, ma'am.
How many closures do we have left?
The 12 inches are remaining 2 dozens, while the 14 and the 16 inches are remaining a dozen each.
Okay. And the front house?
I'll need to check to be sure.
Okay.
How are you doing today?
Then you.
I'm alright. How are you guys? Well done. You're making money here.
Now God, though. How are you now?
Well, I'm doing alright. Really excited today.
Tell me, what's going on? What's happening?
So,
Wait. Let me guess. You ditched that your boyfriend for another guy.
Really? What do you take me for?
Oh yeah, give me this was
Well, my sugar baby, the love of my life, my one and only butterscotch.
Can you just stop and talk?
So, you are looking at the new owner of an iPhone 13 Pro Max.
Oh!
Playing girl. I have received. You know, my man decided to surprise me. Like, I was so happy when he came back and handed it over to me. I said, what's all this now? Stop it. Don't play with me like that.
Oh my God, this is so nice. This is so
I know. So how far now? Did you still get